The Fallout series has launched. I finished it. I love it. And it's not just me, right? Many gamers and non-gamers alike praise the show, as we all follow Ella Purnell as Lucy McLean, who ventures out of the secure Vault 33 to find her kidnapped father, Hank, played by no other but Kyle MacLachlan. Sounds familiar? How accurate is the adaptation to the games, you ask? Well, let's have a look at some key elements and compare them. Now, I will be showing footage from the series, so if you haven't seen it yet, there may be spoilers. It's remarkable how similar the look and the sound of the Vault-Tec vault door opening is. However, the series has more layers to it, sound-wise. There are subtle differences to the T-60-powered combat infantry armor. The jetpack uses an air stream rather than flames in the show, but I think it sounds and feels heavier in the adaptation. True to the games, the power armor helmet modulates the voice, making the person wearing it sound different. Now, this helps Maximus conceal his identity from the Brotherhood of Steel. I reckon it sounds a little bit better in the series, because we can clearly hear the metal resonances.
You keep your pet synth on a short leash, all right?
Titus of the Brotherhood of Steel, stand down or be cut down.
Our favorite personal information processor, or Pip-Boy, sounds and look remarkably similar in the series, with the green screen and the clicky effects. Vertibirds, or vertical takeoff and landing VTOL aircraft, were portrayed truthfully in the series. And they also sound better compared to Fallout 4, in my humble opinion.
Moving! This way!
But of course, the approach and implementation of sounds in video games and series are completely different. So I'm not having a go at the games, okay? The airship from the games looks and sounds great in the series, although music overshadows this massive Brotherhood of Steel mobile base in the scene.
Are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Fallout is one of my favorite video game series. Okay, I've never played the first Fallout in 1997, but I played a little Fallout 2, released in 1998. I was 11 back then, so I did not fully appreciate it. I played a little of my mate's Fallout Tactics from 2001. Do you remember that game? It was Fallout 3 that made me fall in love with the franchise. I finished all the DLCs and the amazing New Vegas from Obsidian. The TV series is an Easter eggs fest, so let's check out more comparisons. A stimulation delivery package, or Stimpack, is a handheld medication that helps to keep us going. Now, the look and the sound are replicated in the series, although the hissing sound is slightly longer. Now, this is understandable, because in games we use the Stimpacks often, so we cannot overdo the sound effects there. As Norman hacks into the Overseer's computer, the process is similar to in-game mechanics. It involves selecting a word and receiving feedback on the number of correct letters compared to the password. The turret looks the same in a series, but it sounds much heavier than in the games. It was so good to see Mr. Hands, or as they call it in a series, Snip Snip. Again, the design stays true to the game with the robot look and the voice of a butler, Bartholomew Codsworth.
I, Bartholomew Codsworth, am ever ready to serve.
Snip Snip specializes in organ harvesting and limb reattachment, and we also learn the voice's backstory.
Only a General Atomics International Mark IV. That's what I am. You seem to be a woman.
I beg your pardon, but I intend on self-maintaining for decades to come.
We also get to see and hear feral ghouls or zombies. However, we learn how they lose their humanity in the series. Sound-wise, well, they're zombies. They sound great.
How you feeling?
The great American cockroaches are oversized bugs altered by atomic radiation. Just like in the games, they come out of nowhere and sound super creepy in the Amazon series. Gulper is a type of salamander abomination. Now, they look and sound a little bit different in the series, but you know, it's radiation, it's mutation, so I'm sure there are many variations of these creatures out there. The scene when it dies, it's bizarre and kind of funny. What I loved about the show is how brilliantly they use the world and the lore of Fallout to tell a completely new story. Now, the problem with video game adaptations like Halo, Last of Us, Tomb Raider, or Uncharted is that they take the main characters and the quests and change them to fit the script. But you know, we played these games as these characters, and each one of us had an individual experience that is difficult to replicate on screen. Hence why, in my view, in my opinion, these adaptations get so much hate. Fallout series, on the other hand, don't have that, because the story is new, so we cannot complain about how they change this character or this plot. And I think that's the best way of adapting video games.
About the head, I need the head to get my dad back.
Yeah, well, the Wasteland's got its own golden rule.
Oh, what's that?
Thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time.
But alright, let's get to more comparisons. I got more. Yao Guai attacks Knight Titus in the show. It is a mutated American black bear, formidable enemy since Fallout 3. It sounds cool, and it's a bit bulkier in the series. Another Easter egg in the show is the iconic two-headed Brahmin. Now, these creatures are a source of food, milk, and leather in Wasteland. Robo-Brain looks and sounds slightly different in the series. It's more like a Roomba Hoover kind of thing, but I can totally see it being in the games too.
If it isn't the brave detective, I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far too long.
Wait, you're not Betty. Or Hank. You share only 50% of Hank McClane's DNA.
Our favorite companion from Fallout 4, Dogmeat, has an alternative in the series, initially called CX-404, but then called Dogmeat by the ghoul.
Look alive.
Move here.
The assault rifle looks great in the Maximus flashbacks, and we get to see and hear it in action in episode 8.
Just one.
I reckon it sounds fantastic in the series. It's much heavier than in the games. Another classic weapon is the 10mm pistol. It's one of the first guns we get in the games, and the series adapts it very well, adding heaviness to the sound. The handheld vibro blade, the Ripper, is an engineering tool, as Lucy finds out. It looks very similar to the series, but the sound is more mechanical, it's a bit slower than in the game.
Okie dokie.
Again, the show did really good job with it. Bottle caps are the currency in the game, and the series adapts it too well. We see both Maximus and the Ghoul use caps in the show.
Extra, if you do it fast.
We all know and love Fallout for its humor, its world design, and the violence. However, one thing that also stands out is its music and how they use it to play against the unforgiving nature of the wastelands. The game uses classic songs like Orange Colored Sky by Nat King Cole, which was featured in New Vegas, Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, and used in the series.
Wonderful you came by.
Or I'm Ticked Pinked from Fallout 3 in episode 6. But we also enjoy the original score by Inon Zur, and we actually get to hear Fallout 4 theme in episode 6 of the series when Lucy uncovers the New Republic flag in Vault 4. Ramin Djawadi, one of my favorite composers, known mostly for Game of Thrones, scored the Fallout series. The music is very, very good, but as we can hear, they use many songs from the games and callbacks to the original soundtrack too. But everything blends so well. I'm not going to lie to you. I was skeptical when I first heard about the series and even after watching the trailer, right?
Stop! Lucy!
I love these games, and I didn't want to see another studio ruining my memories. I'm the first one to admit I was wrong. And thank the gods for that. The amount of lore, Easter eggs, and callbacks to the games is mad. But it's done in such a way that it just fits the story. And again, because it's a completely new story set in Fallout, we cannot criticize it as much, which is clever. Something for other studios to note down. Now, Season 2 was announced just before I recorded this video, and I hope we'll see some deathclaws blown up by a fat man in the future. Thanks for watching.
Okie dokie.